Hanok and Reese, welcome to the Share Chair, and we're glad you're here. And happy Thanksgiving. We're done with exams.
Yeah.
Yay.
Hanok, I don't know. I've only heard little pieces about you from other students, mostly on the cross-country team, who are excited about you and who are thankful to have you on the team. But Hanok, could you just tell us a few things about who you are?
I come from Eritrea in Africa behind Ethiopia.
Mm-hmm.
My language is Tigrinya.
Yeah.
It's different language. Now I think in America 1 year.
1 year. Eritrea.
Yeah.
And were you here for Thanksgiving last year?
Yes.
You were.
Yeah.
That was your first Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Second.
Yeah, and now
Now
now a second one. Wow. I can't wait to. We'll get to that. But so Eastern Africa, Eritrea, small.
Yeah. Small country.
Okay, a small country, and were you from a small city?
Yeah. In small city.
Okay. How many people do you even know?
In a small city.
In the mhm.
I think 500 people.
Okay, just so very small.
Yeah.
And you were born and raised in Eritrea?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And who is in your family?
My family.
Yeah, back in Eritrea. Who was your family there? You had a mother and a.
Yeah. My mother. My dad he died.
Uh-huh.
And my older brother is Europe in Holland.
Okay.
And one young brother in Sudan now.
In Sudan now.
Yeah. And my sister and one brother, my mother, in my country.
Okay. Okay. My youngest daughter is Ethiopian.
Is Ethiopia?
Yeah, and so we adopted her 6.5 years ago. And she's beautiful and wonderful and sassy and all of that. But so I guess as much as you're willing to tell the story of how you ended up then in Spring Lake, that might be helpful to know as much as you're
Yeah.
willing to
Whatever
share.
whatever you're comfortable with. Don't feel pressure or anything.
In the Spring Lake High School.
Yeah, and how you ended up here. Eritrea is war torn. Is that the war there? Did that separate you?
Yeah, so many refugees is going transfer.
Yeah.
Border cross in Sudan, in
Yeah.
Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Me, I am of course in Sudan. After Sudan, I am going to Egypt.
Okay.
After 2 years and a half, is coming here.
And then you ended up at the Carlens.
Mhm.
And so you were in Sudan and then in Egypt
Yeah.
and now here. And so when were you, how old were you when you left your family, your birth family from Eritrea?
14 years old.
You're 14. And then, so now you're 18, 17?
17.
You're 17 now. How did you make the move from Egypt to Spring Lake? So were you in an orphanage at the time in Egypt?
Refugee camp.
What's that?
Refugee camp
Okay,
in Egypt.
in Egypt. And then there was a connection to
Yeah, in discussion, interview about a story, discussion about a story.
yeah.
And in step by step ID card and the Euro card. And after this one is going to Embassy America. I have Embassy America in Cairo.
Yeah.
Discussion 3 times is discussion in America Embassy. After 3 times I have medical and I have medical check body
Yeah.
and orientation, verbal orientation.
Yeah. Yeah. So through the embassy, through the through the American embassy in
Yeah.
Cairo.
Yeah, first day is finished UN camping.
Uh,
UN, okay, this He's right. He's going Embassy America. In Embassy America, I had a discussion more 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay. So after the discussion, you guys, did you meet after that?
Yeah,
Or?
I think somehow along the way at the U.S. Embassy, got in touch with Bethany Christian Services,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and then my family is familiar with Bethany Christian Services because we've adopted before
Mm-hmm.
and fostered before from them. So my mom read a story and just like, I don't know, read it to us, and we all just kind of fell in love with his story. So
Mhm.
we wanted to
Yeah.
meet this kid and give him a better life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
And go
what
ahead.
was it like when you guys met? Like, what were the circumstances you guys were under and everything?
Well, I think it was mostly exciting. I still remember being at the airport and seeing him step off the plane, and yeah, it was very exciting. My mom ran up and hugged him. I hugged him, so
Oh.
it was a good time.
Hanok, is that your memory too?
Yeah.
Just that everybody immediately embraced you and
Yeah, everybody hugged me, and it's first time. First time I don't know understand in America family is a bit different.
very different.
Yeah, first time I'm 3 days, 3 days I'm confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After this one, oh, I'm so nice family, and every day happy.
Every day is happy.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So Bethany Christian Services connects you.
Yep.
And they got your story, Hanok, and you're officially is the term right? You're a refugee, is that right? Of Eritrea.
Yes.
Okay. And so was that? Do you think, Reese? Well, when you read the story,
Mm-hmm.
what was it that connected for you?
Well, it was difficult because we have had in the past. We tried to foster another kid in the past from Africa, and it didn't work out. He was not fit. You know, it just didn't work out, and we were a little nervous of that happening again. Like, you know, we bring him here, then what happens if we don't want our family? So that was something we talked about because we didn't think that we were going to do this again. But I mean, after reading the story, it just yeah, I don't know. It was kind of hard not to do something about that. We really like to help my family, so it's like, I don't know. You know, we want to do something good, do the right thing.
Yeah, yeah, and so that's a pretty that's a unique step
Right.
to take because you say doing the right thing, but lots of people say, well, doing the right thing might be, I don't know, giving money or giving, like, you know, just other things that don't mean embracing somebody else into the family. What do you think makes the Carlen family unique in that way? Is my question making sense?
I know what you mean. Like, I know that your father traveled to Haiti when the
Right.
tragedy hit and everything years ago, and obviously you guys are more hands-on with the taking part in, I don't know, just doing good things and everything. So what are the benefits? I think this is what you're trying.
Yeah.
Benefits of being more hands-on per se, like, you know, bringing someone into your family and traveling somewhere to help instead of just donating money.
Right.
Or, you know, yeah. So
Yeah.
what's the difference?
Well, I think it's the way that, like, how it makes me feel individually. Like, some people, you know, might feel great by donating money, and that's great. That's their thing. But for me, I get more out of doing something like this, you know, or you know, going on like a mission trip or something. That's personally for me, and like that's something that I feel like I inherited from both my parents. You know, they both kind of have that of let's go do something instead of just sit back and, which is fine to sit back and, you know, donate or something, but it's just kind of like what we get more out of, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Nanuk, what are the values or the parts of the Carlins that you love so much?
Me, I like it so much. Very nice family.
Mm-hmm.
Love you so much. It is for my life very different, very change life. And every day in helping me.
So you guys are basically brothers now.
Yeah,
What is that?
pretty
What is that like? You guys
Yeah.
close? Are you tight?
Yeah, you know, it's a little difficult with the language barrier, but I mean, that doesn't stop. You can tell the connection of brothers, you know. It's
Yeah.
like, he works a lot, he works hard, but I mean, You know, when we go out to family dinners and stuff, it's like we're always sitting by each other, and I don't know. Yeah, we're brothers, so.
Can you describe the refugee camp from your own experience? Lots of people
Yeah, in a refugee camp.
in a refugee camp, and are those refugee camps, are they run by the like UNICEF or who?
Yeah.
UNICEF
Yes.
runs the refugee camps,
Refugee camp UNICEF.
and meals, 3 meals. I mean,
Yeah. Just 2 years, 3 years.
okay, and through UNICEF and Bethany Christian Services, then you're able to be adopted. We are on your second Thanksgiving, Hanok,
Thank you.
and what you're thankful for. You know, for me, I'm thankful for the opportunity to talk to people because it just lets me understand things differently, and I'm thankful for that. But could the two of you talk about what you're thankful for this Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and maybe in connection to this story?
Right. Yeah, I'm very thankful for like my family that I have, and that you see that people that are not as fortunate that could live in a country like his where families are forced to be split apart, and it's great to be able to live in a country where our family could stay together and also help out other people who are less fortunate. So I'm just thankful for the family we have.
No, on your second Thanksgiving, what are you thankful for?
Yeah, in the first and second given, no understand English in.
Uh-huh.
I'm confused now. I'm very bad English. I understand. There's no problem.
Yeah, it's good.
It's
You're
good.
thankful for understanding English.
Yeah, I'm happy now.
That's awesome, and you're happy too. Yeah, that's good.
I'm thankful for the families like the Carlens who are helping amazing people, who I'm also thankful for people like Hanok, and also for my family, of course. This whole interview made me just like want to go home and squeeze my sister. So thank you very much for being here on such a nice holiday and for being willing to tell your story so openly.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Share Chair. Stay tuned next week for a new episode.